And that was quick as fuck. Yo. Tap in, man. I'm gonna go over some of my own little notes I done made up for y'all, man. Well, not for y'all, but it's tied to this live. Going over energy vampires. There's a lot of motherfucking energy vampires. And you probably know a couple. Just didn't know how to associate it with the complex that they have. So that's what we'll be going over today. Shouldn't be too long, maybe 20 minutes. But this is to help you identify negative energies around you and get away from them motherfuckers. That's all this is about. Give me water. First one we'll be going over the narcissist. And that word gets thrown around a lot. But these are different type of vampires. They gotta feed off you, feed off this energy, this certain energy, to be functional. Just like a regular vampire needs blood, quote unquote. It's deeper than the blood, but just like the movie show vampires, they need hosts. Energy vampires need hosts as well. So that's what we're gonna talk about. It shouldn't be too long. Peace, Queen. Peace, Queen. I've been talking about your videos every live stream. I'm gonna get to it. I'm learning some new shit, so work with me. I'm taking my time, and every day I put something together for that video I'm gonna do. So it's coming. I'm using a different uh equipment, different shit to try to do better videos. So deal with me. We dealing with vampires today, though. Energy vampires, people that you need to stay away from. Different energies of people. First one we're gonna talk about is the narcissist. These are different type of energy vampires. People that just try to take all your happiness. Get away from these people. We're gonna identify these motherfuckers today. So the narcissist, they got the me first attitude. They always want attention, crave admiration. Just cold, punishing if things don't go their way. They trip out. This is the narcissist. Probably got a couple of. I've met quite a few narcissistic people or narcissistic vampires. It's always about them. Whether it's good stories or bad stories, it's always about them. And then when shit don't go their way, they act like little bitches. This is the narcissist. I tend to stay away from these type of people because I'm an aggressive person. I'm a leader by nature, so me and a narcissist don't clash, and we have never clashed. So I try to keep those type of people away from me. How to protect yourself? Keep expectations realistic with a narcissist. Know you're dealing with a narcissist. Try not to fall in love with them, obviously. Why would you? But hey, if you do, you're stupid. In order to communicate with them, show how they will benefit. Because a narcissist is a me first thinker. So if you ever want to talk to these motherfuckers, you gotta explain in that conversation how it benefits them, or they really don't give a fuck. See, these are different type of vampires. So the narcissist, stay away from these me first. It's all about me motherfuckers. They don't even have the criteria to be good friends anyway. That's just based off of their complex. So second, we got the victim, self-explanatory. Poor me attitude. The world is against them. Why them? But people. So you talk and then you talk and then they're always saying, but this, but that. You can say the sky is blue, but no, it ain't. You can say I'm 5'8", but no, you know what I'm saying. These are the victims, the why me attitude, motherfucker. I'll be right back, y'all. Hold up. I'll be right back. Okay, my bad, y'all. My beautiful mother came, dropped off some goodies for me. My bad. The victim, though. And once again, this is about energy vampires, different type of people to try to stay away from. Because I'm all about y'all keeping y'all happiness. I'm all about y'all having a positive environment, positive mind state. So we're going to go over staying away from these motherfuckers. Because that's all they're going to do is try to drag you down. So the victim is always somber, the poor me attitude. It's pretty simple how to stay away from them. Set kind but firm limits. Keep conversations limited. Because you know eventually they'll start talking about, oh my God, I'm going through this and that. Every time they come around, it's a sob story. Something bad's going on. It's always that when they come around you. They want to pull that from you. Like, feel pity on them. They feed off that. So keep the conversation short. And don't let them pull you down into their somber, sad ass energy. Because you'll have people that will purposely fabricate a story to make you feel a certain type of way. And the victims do that. So these are going to be just dealing with 5 different types of vampires. So you got the victim and the narcissist. The narcissist, the me first attitude. The victim, the why me attitude. And these are just out my personal Bible and notes. You got the controller. Third, you got the controller. They're pretty self-explanatory. Always try to control people or situations. Very opinionated. And last night, me and my queen were building on a conversation of balance in a relationship. And she called me a controlling person. And I disagree. Of course I would disagree, but we're going to get into that after I explain this to you. But anyway, the controller always tries to control people or situations. Very opinionated. Control by invalidating your emotions when they don't fit theirs. Usually start their sentences with, you know what you need. You get what I'm saying? The controller. If it doesn't fit, it's kind of like the narcissist. How to protect yourself, excuse me. Never try to control a controller, obviously. Be confident because they feed on weak control. If they can control you, they will. And don't play the victim. Simple. A controller likes to boss up on motherfuckers. Show the dominance. Don't be weak. Don't be a victim. Don't do shit like that. But there are people like that. Like I said, my queen called me a controller. When I had explained to her, there's a difference between being controlling and taking control. Controlling, I want to, dominate and make you do what I want. Just as explained, if it doesn't benefit. Taking control, I'm a family man. I have children and I have a family to take care of. So I have to take control and take the lead. We got it situated, but there's a difference. Anyway, boom. Be confident when you speak to a controller or else they're going to see you as weak. Fourth type is the constant talker. I know a whole bunch of females that fit this one, and a couple of dudes. Only concerned with themselves, always talking, aggressive. How to protect yourself, speak up, keep convos short. Because they're just going to yap yap, like, shut up. I asked you what your favorite color is, and we've been talking for 30 minutes. Why? So, you have the controller, the narcissist, and the victim, and the constant talker. The fifth one is the drama queen, self explanatory. But I'm going to get into the complexes as well of these people. These are just the identifiers. Then we're going to get into the complexes. The drama queen turns small things into big things, emotionally everywhere. A lot of people who don't have self control over their emotions can easily slip into either the victim or the drama queen. You have to be able to control your emotions, but a lot of people don't. So, in order to deal with a drama queen, you have to stay calm, set limits. Okay, I'm not trying to have that energy. I'm a positive being, so I want positive energies around me. So, when we get into the definition of an energy vampire, let's just go back over the ones we've already went over. You have the narcissist, which is categorized by the me first attitude. You have the victim, the poor me. They're pretty self-explanatory. The controller, always trying to control situations or people. That's all right, beautiful. Sit down, mama. Cachini. You have the constant talker, only concerned with themselves. And the drama queen. Drama queen. Well, energy vampire is defined as energy vampirism is a parasitic relationship in which one person feeds off the life force of another person. These people who drain others' energy are referred to as psychic vampires, but despite this definition, it is impossible to take someone's energy. This is what we're dealing with. Dealing with vampires. Now we're getting into a whole different category of vampires or vampirism. Parasites, energy vampires. That's all right, beautiful. And so we're not going to get into ones we just went into. Excuse me while I deal with my children. It's all right. Excuse me. Ladies, I need y'all to chill out, okay? Y'all love each other, right? All right then, chill out, my beautifuls. Excuse me while I talk to my princesses. But now you have the paranoid type. These are different types of vampires to stay away from. The narcissist, the drama queen, the victim, the constant talker. These are all different types. So now we have the paranoid type. Betrayal is the main issue of this type. Past lives were warriors, typically soldiers, still trying to win an imaginary war. Fear is a part of their character, constantly picking fights. Distrustful, aggressive, seductive, but can't hold long-term relationships because they're their own worst enemies. Hard workers, obsessive compulsive, healthy physically, welcomes arguments. This way they can win it and prove they're good. Lower and soften your tone and change the topic to something pleasant when dealing with these people. Always have, yes, always have a calm demeanor when dealing with a paranoid type because they're already distrustful. Expects betrayal. To lose is to admit they're bad. You have the ethereal type. Troubled souls, tortured in previous lives. Antisocial, daydream, just antisocial people, the ethereal type. I don't really like people either, though. So. The insecure type. Now, this is a big one because men don't know how to be men, and the image they have of men is something that they had to pick at, and just like, man is macho, man is most of the time. Or women that have issues about how they look or shit like that. The insecure type. Lack of nurturance. Previous life lacked love and food. Abandonment issues. Feels like everyone is draining them. Compulsive, never satisfied. Comes across as helpless. The insecure people cause problems. I've had a lot of insecure people cause me a lot of problems because of it, they don't know how to deal with themselves. Well, I tend to stay away from people who are not satisfied with themselves or happy with themselves. Because I'm 100% cool and confident with myself. Because I'm me. I'm the only me. It's just me, though. The passive type. Invasion and being controlled is a fear. Angry and resentful for not feeling free. Antisocial but needs approval to join the social society. Always tries to involve people in their lives. Resists input but still is demanding. Classic response is, yeah, but, you know. You can tell them anything like, yeah, but, you should have went left. You should like Captain Crunch instead. These are the passive aggressive people. A lot of people are passive aggressive. I hate that shit. Like, yeah, but I would if I were you. Yeah, but shut the fuck up. I'm just saying. The robot type. Their main problem is authenticity. The copycats, the wannabes, the wiggers, wiggettes, all that shit, all that shit. Fears our life is passing them by, something is missing. To cope, they try to become more perfect. And I told you perfection means death. Because once you get to perfection, you have reached your apex. All you can do is decline from there. To cope, they try to become more perfect. Good jobs, good family, health, etc. is all the facade they want to make it seem like something. Never obtain satisfaction out of life and always come across as blank. Never complain about the world. These are these robot types, the wannabes, to put up the front. A good metaphor for that are people that are depressed. Always put up facades that they're happy. Robot types. To nutshell the explanation. So we've dealt with quite a couple different energy vampires and how to deal with them already. Just to go back over and clarify what we've spoke about today. Narcissist, the me first attitude. The poor me is the victim attitude. How to protect yourself, we went over that. The controller, the constant talker, the drama queen. The robot type, the paranoid type, the ethereal type, the insecure type, and the robot type, passive aggressive type. And these are the ways that energy vampires feed, quote unquote. Intruding on your life, ignoring boundaries and privacy, makes big deals out of nothing, the drama queen. Complainers, bad luck, etc. Criticizes your hair, your children, job, etc. Not taking no for an answer, they're inconsiderate. Unyielding and negativity, because they're feeding off of your positivity, meaning they're a negative influence. Blames everyone for their problems. This is how they feed. How to protect yourself with that. This is the important part. If you didn't get a chance to watch this stream, go back over and listen to how I explained each type of vampire. And please associate it with your social lives, because there's probably, most likely, I'm not saying there is, I'm saying most likely there's. And what I would tell you is based off what you're hearing and what you go back and listen to, get away, first identify them, and then get away from them. You want to keep your energy, your positive energy. You want to keep that. So let's look at, and I want you to have your happiness and your positivity. So let's look at the different type of vampires that we associate with daily and might not even know it. Now, let's look at how to protect yourself from these motherfucking parasitic beings. Limit the amount of time you spend with them, obviously. The less time you spend, less positive energy you lose. Learn effective ways to end conversations with them. Like, I only have 10 minutes to talk. Stay calm and detached. Don't let their negativity consume you. That's always been my point. Don't let anybody's negativity consume you. Be honest about your needs. I need this time to be relaxed, if you ain't got time, don't make time. If you want to go chill out and you know one of these vampires is on the other end of this phone wanting to chill, no is okay. No is better than yeah, and now you have to suffer energy draining. Don't do it. Refrain from trying to rescue them. No, because that's what they want, especially the victim. They need you to rescue them. Now they got you involved in their bullshit. Now you have to take on that energy for whatever amount of time. Don't do that. Don't do that. Practice walking away. The more you do it, the easier it is. Just, no. Washing my hands clean. Like, I got family members that is nothing but drama. And none of them call my phone because they know if we call him up, he just going to click on us. I don't give a fuck about none of that. No. Do I love him? Do I care for him? Have I been there and will I be there? Always. Yes, and of course. But do I know when they calling for bullshit that I don't need to feed into it? I'm not going to feed into it. Limit eye contact. Depending on who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the narcissist, you're dealing with the controller, you're dealing with the paranoid, insecure person. Which one? Limit that eye contact. Avoid being in closed spaces with these people, because negative energy spreads and you will catch it. You ever had a motherfucker come around you and they negative energy kind of put a damper on your day? I'm saying, well, if that's a fact and that's true, then stay away from them motherfuckers. You don't need to be around them motherfuckers. I don't want to be around nobody that brings me negativity. No, no. Define and guard your personal space. Set those boundaries. Look, we can talk for 20 minutes. I don't want to hear shit about this. Or, look, we can kick it for however long, but I ain't trying to be around this. I ain't trying to do this shit that you be on that brings you negativity. So I'm not about to be a part of it. So set your limits. Limit the topic of conversation. Because understand, a vampire has a certain energy, has a certain reality of negativity that they're trying to bring into your conversations. That way they can just feed into it and let it fester in conversation and eat that energy. Don't do that. Set the standard of conversation. Pick the politic, pick the topic. And last but not least, stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself, people. And you limit the time spent with energy vampires, you limit the amount of energy they get. You understand? And yeah, this wasn't meant to be no formal presentation. This was to build with my people. And that's all it was meant to be. So again, I'm going to go over the types and give a quick, quick rundown of what their complexes involve. The narcissist, a me first attitude, hogs attention, cold and punishing if things don't go the way. How to protect yourself. Keep expectations realistic. Try not to fall in love with them. In order to communicate with them, show how they will benefit because they need this. It's all about them. So there has to be something in it for them. You have the victim, the poor me attitude, the why me, always sad motherfuckers. Keep conversations limited, set kind limits, and don't get pulled into their sadness. The controller, always trying to control people or situations. Usually start sentences with, you know what you need, you know, trying to tell you how to do you. Don't try to control a controller. Be confident and don't play the victim. You have the constant talker. Always talking. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The constant talker. That's draining to hear a motherfucker just continuously talk. Energy vampires need to drain you. You have the drama queen. Self-explanatory. Emotionally, they're everywhere. Makes small things big things. You have the paranoid type. Betrayal is the main issue. Fear is a part of their character. They're aggressive, which is projected in physical behavior. Lower your tone when talking to them and change the topic to something pleasant. You have the ethereal types. Troubled souls, antisocial, daydreamers. You know, you have the insecure type. Abandonment issues, feel like everyone is draining them. Compulsive, never satisfied, comes across as helpless. The passive aggressive. Invasion and being controlled is a fear. Antisocial but needs approval to join social society. Always strives to involve people in their lives. Resists input but still is demanding. Classic responses, yeah, but yeah. The robo type, the robot type. Everything about them is a facade. They want to be accepted. So they put up whatever facade they feel is necessary to get them accepted. Protect yourself, stay calm and detach from vampires. Don't let them consume you. Learn effective ways to end conversations. Like, I only have 10 minutes to talk. That gives them only a confined time to try to get what they can from you. Be honest about your needs. Like, I need this time to relax. I can't fuck with you right now. Don't try to rescue them. Limit eye contact. Practice walking away. Avoid being in closed spaces with these people because who wants to be trapped with a person that's just so negative, right? Right. Stand up for yourself and your boundaries. And these are the different type of energy vampires. They do exist. They are real. And there are ways to get caught up and there are ways to not. I wanted to bring you the types so you could identify them if they are in your reality of life. And I wanted to let you know how to get away from that. That way you don't have to be sucked dry and pulled down into that bullshit and misery. Misery loves company. So my circle is small for this very reason. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to keep their energy, positive energy, and be able to influence others in the same aspect. But there are those people, and I ran across them. I've had them in my circle at one point, of people that are just negative, and that's what it's going to be. They don't know no better. They just have lost themselves within the misery. It's up to us to get away from that. I mean, if you want to be negative, don't kick it with them. You ever get into bullshit, people? Look, I used to roam with a bad crowd. That's misery. And bad things used to happen to me, and I used to be miserable. And then I realized I only got into bullshit when I was around certain energies. So I had to disassociate myself from those energies in order to feel any type of peace, any type of positivity. So from these learning experiences, I'm gonna give you that game. Stay away from these certain types. Look out for these certain types and understand when you encounter these types how to deal with them. Identify what type of vampire they are. A lot of people don't know they're vampires. They are. So this is King saying have a great day. Continue to have a great day. Spread positivity. Pick up a book. Gain some knowledge. Learn some. Steel sharpen steel. I'm trying to sharpen some steel, man. It's peace when we're together and chaos when we're not. Y'all have a peaceful and positive day. Peace.